Good afternoon and good afternoon. This is Community Connections, Community Talk for Community People, the fastest, most friendliest weekly 1 hour talk show in the Great Lakes Bay region. I am glad that you tuned in this afternoon. I'm so glad that my guests are here to share information about what's going on in the community. Today's Community Connection show is brought to you by the Saginaw branch of the NAACP and its Youth Council. We urge you to get connected, be informed, and stay involved. Today, on today's Community Connection show, my guest, I have two beautiful young ladies here in the studio with me. The first one is Lady Omi Smith, and she's the vice president of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at a Upsilon Omega chapter. And she is going to be joined by her president, Kimberly Horn, and the chairperson of their fundraiser, their scholarship fundraiser that takes place very soon. They're going to be on to talk about the AKA's designer purse raffle and tell you all about that. And we have some show and tell here because we're going to show you what it looks like and how they're going to do it. We're also going to remind you of what this project is. It's not just to raise money to go to a ball game or do anything like that. It is to fund scholarships for the sorority. So we're going to review that again. And then later on in the show, I have a young lady, Sherry Long. She's going to be with me to share information about a new community program that she started. It was a personal thing for her. She started to fill the gap for what she needed with her family. Excellent, excellent, excellent. It's brand new, started in May. So we welcome Sherry Long to the studios of Alpha Media and KISS 107. We'll be hearing from her. But first of all, I want to talk to Omi Smith. She's right here. I got her right here. I'm waiting for the other two young ladies to give me a call. They're going to be calling in at about 8 minutes. All right. But this is what I want to talk to you about being a teacher. You still in school, right? Or did you retire?
I'm still there.
Okay. All right. All right. So I want to talk to you about getting back, into the rhythm of teaching kids this school year. And why and how did you choose to become an educator?
Okay. You're putting me on the spot. You know that, right, Joyce? That was not one of the questions.
I know, but we're waiting. We're waiting.
But that's waiting. Okay. That's okay. This is an easy one.
Education is very important. And we have, I don't care what anyone says, we have some of the best educators right here in Saginaw.
We definitely do. I'm so glad to hear you say that.
Yes.
Because I think that's one of the hidden gems here in Saginaw, especially with Saginaw Public.
Yes.
I was just thinking about that actually this past week. This is ironic because as you said, as you prepare for the next year, you never know what that year is going to bring. You're always in prayer. You're asking for prayer.
Yes.
And you're preparing your classroom. You're decorating. You want to give the students the best comfortable, safe environment possible. You want them to have an awesome experience for the school year, but you never know what that school year is going to bring. Because we did have two parents that passed away during the summer, a week or two after school. And that was very traumatizing for the parents, for the children, and it hit a lot of us hard as well. And we didn't foresee that happening. So we had to pivot, we had to adjust. And that's what we're doing at this moment. We're praying and hoping for the best. We're going to be there tomorrow morning as our students come. And we're just going to be there ready to be whatever we need to be for those children and their parents throughout the school year. Students are, as you know now, a little different than when we were growing up, but they're still children. And we have to remember that they need the nurturing, they need the experience that we had, hopefully, and we could try to do the best we can to be what we need to be for them and be a positive role model, because the negative is easy. But we need to be positive in front of them on a daily basis. And some days that's very challenging, very challenging. So that's why we have to be, with me, I stay prayed up. I ask for prayer. I know they took prayer out of the classroom legally, but I wouldn't make it without it. and
that's
it,
right.
it works. I'm at Jesse Rouse Elementary, fifth grade. We have an amazing principal. We have an amazing staff, and I thank God for being there. That's why I haven't left. I did think about retiring, as you said, in October after my birthday, but I
Okay.
decided to stay another year, maybe two. I'm not sure yet because God just haven't told me yet to leave.
Okay. Well, I am going to be praying for you and
Thank
the
you.
school
Thank
system,
you.
but I am going to pray especially for the parents.
Thank you.
Okay, because I
Yes.
know that
Yes.
sometimes parents have difficulties understanding what they
Mhm.
need to do and how to do it within the school system. see.
Exactly.
And so I want involved parents in the school.
Yes.
I want them
Yes.
to understand.
Yes.
And
And
so
as you said, sometimes they just don't understand.
right.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
I will be praying
We
for them.
appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. I was a parent. What time?
So you understand.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, and praying for the superintendent because
Oh,
he is at
yes.
the top.
Definitely the administrators,
Yeah.
those that make the decisions for us at the state level. Yes, just the education system nationwide. As you know, there's shortages of teachers, there's shortages bus drivers. We have shortages of cafeteria staff. There are just shortages everywhere. So yes, we need prayer all around
All
overall.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's get into the fundraiser that we are having, that you are having, and while the other two ladies get online, tell me about this event and how it figures into the national sorority and the local chapter.
Well, as you know, we have five programs that we as Alpha Kappa Alpha, especially with our Eta Upsilon Omega local chapter, have spearheaded and we developed those throughout the year. And we were here, as I think in, was it April?
April.
We were here in April, President Kimberly Horn and myself, and we explained the Hats Off to Mom luncheon that we have every year, and that's
Every
our
year,
signature.
yes.
Yes, our
Yes.
signature. That's our moneymaker, our scholarship endeavor, and we want to thank the community. They come through for us every time. We were able to give 15 scholarships of $1,000, and we were just so excited. And then we also had monies that, as you know, we had other organizations here and on the lines that day that we donated to. And that's what this program and scholarship was about. I'm sorry, this fundraiser is about that we're doing now with the AKA Designer Fund purse raffle. As you said, it's not to give money to beautify, buy flowers or anything of that nature, book bags or anything of that nature. This is to put back into the community of Saginaw. And that's why we're pushing it, because as Ms. Long is doing with her new organization, we realize the importance of making Saginaw awesome.
Yes.
So we're trying to do our part as Alpha Kappa Alpha women to make sure that happens. And this is one way of having fun. I'm a purse person. I'm not sure if everybody is, but I love purses. And we thought this would be a great way of showing the community that we are trying to put money back in the community and have some fun along the way. If you're not a purse person, of course, you can maybe just donate to the cause. And you can also raffle it just to give to as a gift. But we thought this would be a great way to hopefully raise money for that cause.
Is it just women's purses? Do you
This
have...
time it's just women purses, but we have had several, as I did today at church and yesterday at the Panhellenic picnic. They ask about the men, and men do have the men bags now. So the cross body bags. My husband has one. My son has one. So I'm used to them now. At first I was like, but yes, I love them now. They look really good on the men. So I told the guy yesterday and today, yes, we're going to make sure that if we do this again, we will take that into consideration.
Okay. We have Miss Diggs on the phone. Okay. Is Miss Kimberly with you?
Hello.
Hello. Is the president, is your president with you? Is she on the line as well?
No,
No,
not as of right now.
Okay, you are the chairperson.
Yes, Stacy Diggs.
Stacy Diggs. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Okay, I would love to have you in the studio one day so I can see who I'm talking to.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm glad that you called in because we do want to know more about the purse raffle. Okay, and whose idea was this?
Oh, thank you. That's a really good question. It was the idea of the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority,
Okay.
and the fundraiser is to raise money for our community projects and scholarships that we offer youth that are attending college. And it's a creative and wonderful way to raise money and help people who love designer purses contribute back.
Okay. So those people who are looking to change their purse next week, okay, should get in and make sure that they get to the raffle so they can perhaps be the highest bidder or get that ticket. How are you going to do that? Get that ticket that they have to buy and they pull the number out of the bag. How are you going to raffle them off?
Well, we are selling tickets on Wild Apricot. That's online, and we
Okay.
also are selling hard copy tickets.
Okay.
And any member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority incorporated with the Eta Upsilon Omega chapter will be able to assist, or they can contact myself or the First Lady Omi, and also Kimberly Horn, who is our president.
Okay. Speaking of Kimberly Horn, I believe she is calling in. We will also want to talk with her. She is the president of the AKAs here in Saginaw, and she is going to join us. Is she here?
Hello, this is Kimberly Horn.
Hey, Kimberly Horn, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing well. I was just talking with your chairperson and asking her about how you were going to, how the raffle is being set up. Now, you as president of the Saginaw Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, do you choose the event and then get your chairperson to buy into it or get her to do all the work? How does that work?
Oh, no, we certainly work as a team. Our chapter, the committee comes up with the recommendation,
Okay.
and then we recommend that to our executive committee, and then the committee recommends that to the chapter. So it's kind of like Congress. There's no telling any one person what to do, but there's recommendations, and it has to be approved by the chapter. And then we work together as a team to bring that project to pass.
Wow.
So in this particular case, the committee came up with that recommendation, but of course, every event needs a lead. And Stacey Davis Diggs is our chairperson of the I'm sorry, not the Hats Off to Moms, but the designer purse raffle.
You guys have such wonderful fundraisers for this community and
Thank
for
you.
your sorority. You do wonderful work. But I was asking those questions about how you set this up. I wondered if you had to contact the designer of the purse and ask for some purses. No? Okay. Okay. So
Well,
it's not a hard, it's not a.
For one of them we did, and we tried to partner with Toy Sedan.
Mhm.
And actually we contacted several designers.
Okay.
And so we ended up with the ones that we did. But for the most part, we purchased them.
Okay, very good, very good. It's kind of difficult to get in contact with those designers, but it would be wonderful to get a autographed purse in the middle.
We'll take note of that.
Okay, well, I'm happy with that. That's a good idea. But I'm looking forward to this now. This is taking place on May the 7th, 2022. I'm sorry, September the 1st.
Deadline.
Is the deadline.
The deadline is September 1st for any purchases.
And then the drawing.
And then the drawing will be September 9th.
Okay.
And
okay.
we're going to do that in Detroit. We're having our annual roundup in Detroit this year.
Oh.
And
okay.
September 9th through the 11th. I'm sorry, September 9th and 10th.
Mm-hmm.
And so on September 10th, that's when we will have a live drawing. It's going to be live on Facebook. And we will have the container that you put it in and, shake it all up and make it fair. And put all the stubs in that you all are going to purchase today before I leave. We're going to put those in there, and we're going to have a live drawing.
Okay, very good. Very good. Tell me about the ticket cost now, because this goes to a nonprofit. All right. Tell me the ticket cost for the tickets for the raffle.
As you see on the flyer, the ticket cost is $10 per person,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry, $10 per ticket. And you can also buy 5 for 45 or 10 for 90, or you can buy 20 for 180 or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
let me know what you want before I leave today.
All right, I will. Miss Kimberly,
Yes, ma'am.
are you going to draw those tickets out yourself?
Actually, we will have each of our officers, probably myself as president, the vice president, the chairperson, and then a couple people from the committee. So it just won't be just myself.
Not just yourself. Okay. Now, in working with your whole team, well, we have some purses here, but I want to know how many purses what amount are you going for in selling raffle tickets for the purses? Okay.
The sky is the limit. We're not limiting ourselves. So the more that we can sell, the more that we'll be able to be a blessing to our community. As the flyer says, all of the proceeds will be used for scholarships and community service programs.
Mm-hmm.
So the sky is the limit. We encourage everyone who's out there for just, a $10 investment or more, as Mrs. Omi Smith just said, you can be a blessing to a young person or to a person in need. So we will sell and sell and sell until the, deadline hits on September 1st.
September 1st. Okay. Jeremy, would you show some of the purses that you
Well,
have?
I did bring one.
Okay.
And as you see, it's still in its original package. And this is a Brahmin.
Okay.
I actually am donating this one. And it's from your favorite store, as you
Yes,
said, Dillard's.
yes, Dillard's.
It
I
is
wish
a-
we had a Dillard's here.
I know. It is a Brahmin. I have a couple of Brahmins, and the leather, I hate to unpackage it, but I'm just going to put this.
No one's going to use this. but
No,
we,
no
we
one's
do
gonna
want
touch
to
it but me.
show and tell.
Oh,
Have
look how
you-
beautiful. I
Take a
have
look.
I have a few Zetas that tell me, Zeta friends that tell me they're trying to
Yes.
get this one.
Yes. Yes.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. It is.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And it's great leather. I love Brahmin.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. So again, you put together, your members gave you the idea and you guys decided on this. So have you ever done a purse raffle before? This is the first time.
No, we haven't. We
Okay.
do know another Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority that has, and they did well with it, and we supported them. So we were like, maybe that's something we could do here in Saginaw, since most of us love purses.
Yes.
So, and
The bigger the better. sometimes.
exactly. Stacy, would you like to name the other purses you or President Kim?
Sure, yes, thanks. So we do also have one of the fabulous Louis Vuittons. We also have a Telfar bag. We have the Tories for Don and 2 Totem Carry bags. The Totem Carry, one is pink and one is red.
Mhm.
So a total of 6 bags will be raffled off.
6 bags, man. You're going to make a lot of money because people are going to go.
We hope so, because our youth deserve it, and our community
Yes.
as well.
Yes. And people are not, even if they do not win, okay, or get the bag that they want, it goes back to the community. That money is well invested.
Exactly. And for us, they're still winners.
Still winners.
Yes, they're still winners, because they're winning just by, as President Kim said, just giving $10 or 20 or whatever they can afford, whether they win or not, they're still winners, because they are winning by supporting this endeavor to support the youth and the city of Saginaw.
Very good. Very good. So after this event, after this fundraiser, what's the next thing that's coming up for the AKAs?
I think we're going to raffle off a card. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Stacy, have you thought of your next endeavor?
No, we will be meeting shortly to discuss that.
Well, I
The sky
just
is the limit.
I want all of my listening audience to stay in touch with the AKAs and be reminded all the time about what they are doing, the good that they are doing in the community, not only giving scholarships, but the other organizations in the city of Saginaw or in the county that they are also supporting, which
Yes.
is Excellent, excellent,
Thank
excellent.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. It's so much needed. So do you have any last questions or information that you would like to share with our listening audience about this event?
Absolutely. We just ask everyone out there in your listening audience, and we thank you for the opportunity to share, just to make a small investment of $10 or more. And really, it's not going into our pockets. As we said on the flyer, all of the proceeds will be used to help a young person through a scholarship or someone in need. And so we have the purse raffle to attract the attention, because we know how much we love those designer purses. I know I do. And so we just encourage you to continue to support us, because your investment will go far.
Very good. Very good. Sister Alma?
I just wanted to thank them. And as you said, if they want to still make a purchase and they don't know how to contact us, they can feel free to look on. Actually, I can post it tonight on my Facebook page and on Instagram, and they can use a QR code, or they can email the email address on there, or they can, I don't mind giving my number if you want to give that. They can contact me for information of how to buy a ticket. Some people may want a hard copy instead of the QR code or whatever. And we understand that. We do have a few hard copies, I think, left. So if they would rather have that instead of the QR code or the Cash App, please just contact us and we'd be glad to assist them. And Stacy, are we still doing our 6 o'clock event today?
Can you please repeat that? I'm sorry.
Are we still doing our 6 o'clock event today?
Yes.
Would you tell them about that, please?
Oh, please share.
Yes. We will be having a Zoom event where we'll have some live music and a few games just to support this fundraiser and try to advocate for additional sales, and answer questions for anyone that may have some, or assist with the QR code, or just getting someone's address and, taking tickets and making sure that everybody has what they need to make this raffle successful.
Very good. Very good. So you will come back and give us a report on how well you've succeeded.
We sure will.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, it is my pleasure. I want the community to know about the organizations here in Saginaw that are doing good things for the city and county of Saginaw, how hard that they work. Okay.
And thank you for your program. Every week, we know it's a challenge for you. You don't take many vacations. So
no, I'm ready to go on vacation.
So thank you for all that you do for the city of Saginaw and surrounding areas as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is my pleasure to do what I do.
And you do it well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Next up, we are going to take a break. And then my next guest will be Miss Sherry Long.
Are we done the phone?
Huh?
Are we done the
Yes. Ladies, thank you very much for being great guests here on Community Connections. And I look forward to talking to you again. And someone please put some money in my Cash App so I can buy some purses, so I can buy some tickets to get some purses, or at least one.
Yes, and thank you. We appreciate you. And that Facebook will be on live tonight on our Zoom party on Facebook.
All right, very good. And the drawing will be live.
The drawing will be live on September 10th as well.
Very good.
Check our website, check out social media page for the time and date, etc.
And give them that?
Yes.
The address again? The Facebook page.
It's the Facebook page for A Upsilon Omega chapter.
Okay, very good, very good. Again?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yes.
All right, very good. We are going to take a break here. You are listening to Community Connections, community talk for community people, and thanks for being a great guest here on Community Connections.
Thank you.
You're listening to Community Connections with Joyce Harvin on KISS 107.1.
It's Straight Talk, straight with no chaser. It's Straight Talk with Kareem Bowen, getting right to the heart of the matter, giving you all of what's happening in Saginaw and the Great Lakes Bay region, all at a grassroots level. Sundays at 6 p.m. on KISS 107.1.
Upgrade from your old vehicle and into a new Mitsubishi for thousands less during the summer sales event only at Showcase Mitsubishi Bay City. At Showcase Mitsubishi Bay City, trade-ins are worth more now than ever. But this will not last forever, so don't wait. Trade and upgrade to a new, more fuel-efficient Mitsubishi for less. Before it's too late. Stuck in your loan or lease? Showcase Mitsubishi wants to get you released. We have a great selection of new Mitsubishis and more arriving weekly. Even if you've been turned down because of credit, Showcase Mitsubishi Bay City City says come and get it. We are the home of credit forgiveness, and you can get pre-approved up to $30,000, no social required. Drive home a new 22 Outlander ES SUV with third row seating just $329 a month with the Showcase Mitsubishi 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Lower prices, exceptional trade-in values, and a better buying experience. Only at Showcase Mitsubishi Bay City, the home of credit forgiveness and America's lowest priced SUVs.
84 months at 4.74%, $39.90 down plus tax, title, license, and dealer fee with approved credit.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
And now back to Community Connections on KISS 107.1.
You are listening to Community Connections, Community Talk for Community People. I'm Joyce Harvin. We are back for the second half of Community Connections, where I will give you information and share information with my guest. And my guest this afternoon is Sherry Long. She's a little bit nervous, she said. I told her this is an easy peasy show. You're giving information, sharing information with our vast listening audience about the heart of the City Development Center. And I welcome you again to the studios of Community Connections. And I'm glad I ran into you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the invite.
Okay. Now, listen, I was out at the health fair, the Great Lakes Bay Health Fair, and it was held on August 23rd at Arthur Hill High School. There were an abundance of vendors everywhere, giving out information for parents and kids, and I was doing interviews with young people and their parents, and I'm going to have some of those on in the next couple of weeks. But I did take a stroll around the grounds and ran into a program that I had never heard of, and it is the Heart of the City Development Center. So I talked with this young lady, and I read her literature, and I said, this is something new we need to tell the community about. So I invited her to be on the show, and I'm glad that she was able to be here today. Sherry, I'd like you to share information about what Heart of the City Development Center is and how it got started.
So,
just interesting story.
Heart of the City Development Center is a center that is for the intellectual and special needs adults. We started this program. It's kind of personal to me. I have a daughter that is disabled who is age 24. She turned 24 in May, and I started wondering what she would do at age 26 once she aged out of the secondary school system. Mm-hmm. And I felt there was a need in a society where she needed the social interactions, the critical learning skills. So we developed a program to start social activities where we've partnered up with both community centers in the city of Saginaw, Buena Vista Community Center, as well as Center Courts. We've started doing monthly programs that we're going to start getting these individuals out to include them in society. I feel a lot of times we forget about these individuals, but we want to include them, not exclude them, because they are community members also. And we're also, after we start these social programs, starting to do critical learning skill programs where they can use their programs developed within the school system and transition into a better program where they can continue to use these programs and grow within society.
Now, with all of the different community service programs that there are in Saginaw County, mm-hmm. there was nothing like the services that you needed for your child.
No, like I said, I felt that there's some good programs in the city of Saginaw, but because I am a mother, this is personal to me as well as a mission of mine. I feel that there's a lot of programs that kind of put their disability forward. For my daughter, personally, I don't want her disability put before who she is. I want her to be able to have things in society that I can do. I can go to the movies. I can have fun. I want her to have those same opportunities to get out, socialize, have some fun, and also, mingle and learn critical learning skills. Social skills are a very important part of learning for these individuals. And I think a lot of society tends to forget about that. So it is my mission and Heart of the City's mission to encourage, educate, and get it into community and get this program started for these individuals in particular.
You have some events taking place coming up real soon. September the 17th, you're going to have a movie night and you're inviting the community in.
Yes. So September 17th, we are having a movie night at Center Courts. Center Courts has been very supportive in helping me get this started. We are trying to get individuals out to socialize, to come out and sign up, to donate. And it's not a lot, a lot. You come out, you donate what you can. We're not asking for a lot. All money donated will be used for future programs. We are trying to do these programs every month to get these individuals out of the house and developing these critical learning skills.
This is a new startup. You started in May.
Yes.
Okay. Where did you find your funding for this program? Again, there's an abundance of programs here in Saginaw County. Where did you find funding for this? Or were you turned down? Or what?
So how I started, I am a volunteer in the community. I volunteer with Child and Family Services. I am a CASA. I am also an advocate for the Sexual Assault Center. So by me volunteering within the community, I networked. And I met some awesome people who have been backing me. A lot of them have supported me. I have also my family private funding. But as of right now, I can say not one person has turned me down, whether it be $10, whether it be donating certificates. I mean, I just, Saginaw City is awesome. I have not been turned down, and I thank God for that.
Okay. Now you have an office in the marketplace downtown.
I do.
Okay. So do you have enough funding to make your program work?
So as of right now, we have enough funding to continue our social programs, but we are asking for people to donate to much as they can. I know school is started. I know life is going on, but we ask that you donate whatever you can to support these individuals with disabilities. We are trying to include them, not exclude them from society, and we want them to be a part of our society. They are a part of Saginaw and surrounding areas.
So the age limit for the people that you are trying to help or address, 18 to 50.
Yes.
Where do you find them? Are they referred to you?
Okay. So for the age group that I am trying to appeal to, 18 to 50, I chose that age group because they age out of school at 26. And at 18, they're starting their transition process from a lot of the school programs, like the transition center where my daughter goes to. So I want the school to be able to refer them to me. I want people from the AFC homes to refer their people, get those people out of the house to come out to enjoy themselves, to have fun and continue learning. Because like I said, social, it helps with a lot. It helps with anxiety. It helps with depression, to get them out into the community to have a little fun.
So as you were raising your daughter, and you found that she needed those skills to go out. Was she treated any differently, like on a movie night, or if she was going out, somewhere special? Did you find that the community or society was treating her different?
Yes, I feel that a lot of times society, looking at my daughter, most people think for some reason disabled people look a certain way. They do not. My daughter, once, they learn she's disabled, they treat her different. I had an instance where my daughter is 24. want to hold her hand and help her across the street. You know, I just feel like we need to be educated.
Okay.
She was treated different, but with this program, I don't just want to give to the disabled community. I want to also educate, because if we educate our kids, they won't treat these people as bad. They won't, and sorry, this is personal to me, they won't treat these people as bad. They will treat them equally and respectfully. And I'm sorry, this is it's personal to me, very personal.
I understand. Well, you took this upon yourself to do this, not go and worry the CAN Council or any other group to help you, but they are helping. But you took it upon yourself. Now, to start this venture, here you are in school. You're on another journey.
Yes, I am.
How did that all fit in?
So by volunteering, which I had an amazing person, Captain Martinez, who works at Child and Family Services. She asked me, what was I going to do? I complained about certain things and things I wanted from my daughter. Her words to me were, what are you going to do?
Catherine
Martinez from Child and Family Services. Yes. So this is what I did. I went out, like I said, networked. I also got back in school. I am working on my bachelor's in social work, so I can use my degree to help my community as well as run this program.
You're good.
Is there a message to you from Javon Long? Is that your husband?
Yes, it is.
He says, you got this, wifey.
Oh.
Watch you on Facebook.
Wonderful.
And that is my backbone. He is there. I don't care what it is. He supports me in all I do, as well as my mother.
Good. Very good. Now, is your mom here in Saginaw?
Yes, she is. Yes, she lives in Saginaw, and she's at everything we do right now. We don't have shout out to mom, Gwendolyn Jones.
Okay, very good.
Yep. So every program we've done, we were actually just also at the Ricker Annex with the Saginaw Public School District on yesterday. They had a program, back to school program with Inez Williams. She invited us out. Yes. So we're any and every program. Great Lakes Bay has also invited us to a lot of programs, and we are very grateful for the community because everybody has actually opened their arms and they're giving us great advice. They're inviting us and getting our name out there because they also believe in what we do, which I'm very appreciative of.
Very good. Very good. Now, how many kids do you have?
I have two. I have
two?
Yep. I have a 24-year-old daughter, like I said, special needs, and I have a daughter who's going to be 13 tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So they come out and they help you with this program.
Yes, they do.
Okay. I think that I saw your daughter out there.
Yep. My daughter Alexis was out there with me when you came out to the Arthur Hill Health Fair. Yep.
Yeah. Very, very interesting program. I had to know about this because I had never heard of it. And I try to keep tabs on what's going on in the city, anything new, in terms of services that are available for community members. But I had not heard of her.
And it's funny because I had actually heard of you because the Molina rep out there had been talking to me several times about you, and she had just given me your number.
Really?
And I was talking to you, and she was like, "That's her right there." So I was like, "Oh, that's great." So you look at God.
Yes. Well, thank you. That's good. That was Amanda.
Amanda,
right?
yes,
Amanda.
and she's very supportive. And I can say, Melina, the support is awesome. Awesome group of people.
Yes. Well, Great Lakes Bay Health Centers have a lot of programs. They're doing a lot of things and reaching out to the community, keeping people in there. I'm so glad that they have put their arms around you.
Yes.
To help you get your center established.
Yes.
And all of the organizations and businesses that have helped you. That's good. Sometimes you don't get that type of support.
Yes.
But when people understand the need, when you can explain to them what the need is and how it affects people, and it's just not for people who are really, they have a mental disability, that you should help. There are other people in the community.
That's right.
That have a lesser development, that they can help as well. So it's good that you can get that type of support from people.
Yes, because I mean,
every little bit helps.
Yeah, and being in a community volunteering, it helps a lot to connect with those people.
Yeah.
Like I met the Mexican Council, Bobby De Leon, wonderful. Yes, I've met a lot of good people, and they gave me a lot of good advice, and they're willing to meet. They were open arms, give me advice, and invite me in to help me get started. So I'm grateful.
Tell me about some of the other things that you need with your program. What other kind of type of help do you need?
So, of course, we need financial support.
Yes.
We are also, like I said, a nonprofit. So we're in the process of receiving our 501(c)(3). We have filed for it.
Okay, great.
We have been actually going to fill out an application with Ms. Renee Johnston, who we're going to actually work up under Saginaw Community Foundations until we get ours. But we need any donations out there that people can spare, people can give. We need people to share the information, donate, pass on the information to those family, those friends, those church members. But anything you can do, even if it's information on how we can fundraise. I'm learning, and so any information is valuable to me.
Other than having things socially for the people who come to your center or to your events, what other type of programs are you looking to expand?
So once our social programs are up and running and we got some funding, we want to model our programs off of the ISD, off of the transition center. So I want those individuals to kind of transition into the same programs they are learning within the Saginaw school system. So like money management, mock interviews, how to handle crisis situations or how to handle things when they're under stress, cooking, safety skills, everything they learn at the transition center. I want them to be able to continue those skills.
Will you have an intake for people who did not know or have their children tested if they were not developing well? Okay. Will you be doing intake and testing for those who want to get into a program who had never been in a, for lack of another word, special program at school?
So for that, I will be open and willing to help anybody who feels like they need the help. That's what we're here for. We want to support the community, but I will also need to be educated in that. And of course, like I said, I will team with the ISD centers, Saginaw school system, any school system that's willing to come in and actually educate us on that also.
Okay. Now you're in schools.
Correct.
You start back, or have you started?
Monday, tomorrow.
Monday. Okay, so you're ready for that.
I am.
And you are going to school to become
social worker.
Social worker.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will use my degree within my program to help my community as well as my mission for this program.
Why did you want to be a volunteer? I mean, mine is, getting to know people for your program. Why volunteer when you could go to work, get a full-time job, do all of that?
Well, I wanted to volunteer because I wanted to know more about my community. I have lived here I grew up here. I moved away for a long time, but I've lived here pretty much all my life. And to go to the township, and because I'm also a volunteer volleyball coach at Center Courts, but to meet people and learn so many programs within our city that I didn't know, and I stay right here. I wanted to get out and know about my community. I wanted to learn what we have out here, not just the bad, but I wanted to know the good and what Saginaw has to offer. As they say, the heart of Saginaw. And that's why I chose the heart of Saginaw. Mayor Brenda Moore. The heart of Saginaw. I wanted to be the heart of Saginaw. So in order to be the heart of Saginaw, I have to know about Saginaw.
Exactly. Well, there's a lot to Saginaw. And there are a lot of programs that still I know the names.
Right.
But they don't meet often. And there's a lot more that I want to know about Saginaw, because Saginaw has a lot of money built and
And a lot of good people out
Yeah,
here.
a lot of good people
that I've
right.
met that I never knew about.
And we want to spread some more of that money around.
That's right.
You know, and so I'm still learning. I'm still digging.
Yeah, so think of Heart of the City when they're spreading that money. We're out here and we're on a mission.
I'm going to keep you in mind. I'm going to tell people about the Heart of the City.
That's right. And that's what we're out here for. Blessings and education. We're learning, but we're always open arms and open minds to learn.
Now, let's go back to your education. You will be finished at Saginaw Valley when?
Next January. I will be done. I started my field work this year, which I'm grateful for. It was, of course, having a special need daughter. I had to put myself on the back burner. Yeah. I put myself on the back burner to raise my daughter, and now I'm putting myself on the forefront to fight for her and others like her in the community.
And you work.
And I work at Covenant and the ambulatory, and Covenant has also been backing me, and they have also donated, and they are very supportive also.
That's good.
Yeah.
Touching, reaching out. That's that you do.
Yep. I've been reaching out. I've been doing it, as I tell people, old school way. I've been getting out, knocking on doors, introducing myself, my mission and my program to people. So literally we park on State Street or Bay Road or Dixie Highway, and we literally get out and go door to door and introduce ourselves.
Excellent. I love people who are go-getters and don't mind, stepping out on faith.
Yes.
Taking the risk.
And this, faith is what I walk by. So this is what I'm doing.
That's it.
Like I said, it's personal because I'm doing it for my daughter, but I'm doing it for the community also because I know there are other mothers, parents, and caregivers out there like me.
Man, that's awesome. Awesome.
Thank you,
Miss Sherry. I really like what you're doing.
Thank you.
We need many more people like yourself, parents.
Yes.
Who are interested in helping their kids along, their children along.
And we are their advocates. Without us, they will not. And I am a strong advocate, whether they're regular ed or special education. I advocate. I feel like we are the voice for children.
Yeah, stay focused.
Yes, ma'am.
I am. And do what you do.
I'm trying. All in faith.
Don't worry about the little things.
I do not.
And what am I saying, Dad? I say, never mind the little things. And I just keep moving.
That's right.
Because there are a lot of obstacles that may come your way, but you have the personality, you have the drive, the thought. I like it. I like what you're doing. You put this together on your own.
Yes.
Very good. What does your daughter think about that?
Well, she's excited. She wants to be at everything. And as you've seen her, she was out there dancing.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
So she's excited. My daughter she loves everybody. That's one thing. I always tell people with having my daughter, I had her heart, but she opened my heart. She opened my heart and my eyes to a lot of things that I didn't see before. So, this right here this is for her.
Very good. Very good. Well, I hope she's listening and watching.
I'm sure she is. She's with her dad, so I'm sure she is.
Tell us about some of the other events that you have coming up. We want to make sure that people put this on their What's Happening calendar.
Yes, so we are having an ice cream social that will also be at Center Court. That will be on, look, I didn't write my thing. That will also be on October 8th. That will be at Center Court. We're also having a big Halloween dance that will be at Buena Vista Community Center. That will be for all ages. We're asking that the community come out and support, even if you're dropping off donations, you're coming by to sign up for our programs. We're asking for support. These community centers are supporting what we do. Buena Vista Community Center, Center Court. So we ask that you guys come out and support these individuals and include them in society. They are a part of Saginaw.
Right. I don't know what to say about you. you got it going on.
Thank you.
Sister.
Thank you. I so appreciate everybody I've run into. You guys are awesome in Saginaw.
Yeah. I always have something on my mind. There's a lot going on in my life. And when I meet people like you, it helps to take me away from those situations.
Well, good. I'm glad we can help.
Very good. Very good. Now, listen, I do want to tell you, and maybe you're going to be at some of these events. There's going to be a community advisory council parents meeting on September the 13th.
Yes, so we will be speaking at that event also. Yeah.
go, girl.
So Great Lakes Bay Health Center has invited
Yes.
us to come on and speak about our
Wonderful.
mission and our program on September 13th at the CAC Council. Yes, ma'am. And I also will be speaking on the 31st at Miss Tarsha Works event at the Montague Inn.
Okay.
Also.
Oh, she's going to be at the Montague Inn.
Yes. So I'll be speaking at that event also.
Wonderful.
Yes,
wonderful.
yes. So yeah, they're very, like I say, I'm open arms and so much support. Yes.
All right. And then there's going to be another, these dates, parents, I want you to keep these in mind, because we want to make sure that you are well informed about what's going on with the parents advisory councils. So on November 8th, there's going to be another meeting, and then another community advisory council meeting December the 13th. So we want the parents to be involved with that. These are some community announcements that I want to make sure that everyone knows about. And Miss Cherry, maybe you will have, you can pick up some information right here.
Mm-hmm.
I also want you to know that all of the churches are completing their vacation Bible schools, including mine, okay, and at Tabernacle Baptist Church. This week, we're going to have 2 days. And we have wonderful teachers there, as well as many of the other churches here. I know that you mentioned that there wasn't a particular church
That's
that
right.
you go to, but we have wonderful churches here. And I know that you're from Saginaw, but get involved with church, and they're going to help you as well. I know
That's
that you
right.
have that faith.
Always.
I know that you have that.
Yes, ma'am.
So anyway, we have Vacation Bible School, but this is going to be good. Maybe we can get something hooked up here. There's going to be a bus trip going to the Detroit Lions on October the 30th versus, let me see, I'm not into sports.
Dolphins.
The Dolphins. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. Okay, the Dolphins. Okay, so there will be more information forthcoming on this, and it takes place on October the 30th. So maybe you can get your group together,
okay,
and take them down to that event.
That'd be
that
great.
Would be fun. Right. That would be fun. And I can't tell you enough about Great Lakes Bay Centers.
They are awesome.
Very
awesome
good.
group of
Okay.
people.
I got 2 minutes, so I need to wind down here. Great Lakes Bay, I want you to know that they have all type of new services coming out. If you will go over to the office or over to any of the centers, you can get a pamphlet that tells about the Jane Street Pharmacy. You get refill reminders, coming over the phone, just like any other big, huge institute or well-heeled doctor's office. Great Lakes Bay Center is great. They also have a patient portal. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you about is about the NAACP 51st Saginaw Freedom Fund celebration, and that's going to take place on September 25th at 6 p.m. Of course, it's going to be at the Horizons Conference Center. I hope that you'll get involved with that as well. And it's also time to renew your membership. If you're not a member of the NAACP, make sure that you do that. Voting is coming up. Make sure you register to vote. Everybody, please, within my voice. And if you're interested in purchasing tickets or being a sponsor for a table or a gold, silver, or bronze level, you can call the NAACP office at 759-897-520-0614 and leave a message for President Terry Pruitt or for the chairperson of Freedom Fund, Kanika Owens Robinson. Okay. I want to say thank you to all of my guests, my great guests here on Community Connections. Please tune in again, and I want you to come back and give us a report on what's going on with Heart of the City Development Centers. And I'm going to make sure that I get out there and support you as well.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to go. I want you to come tune in next week at 5 o'clock for Community Connections, Community Talk for Community People. I want to leave you with this quote. Compliments of the Heart of the City Development Center. The most beautiful thing in the world must be felt with the heart. Thanks for being a great guest. And tune in next week where I'll have another great guest here on Community Connections. Have a good evening.
You've been listening to Community Connections with Joyce Harvin on KISS 107.1. The views and opinions expressed on Community Connections by the host, its guest, or call-in